All new at 11, a Jacksonville woman is speaking out after another business closed along Kings Road, leaving her Northside neighborhood with even fewer places to buy food.
And she says the area near Edward Waters University has been a food desert for years, and it's created daily challenges for a lot of elderly residents and students who don't have any transportation. Our Christina Burgess has more now on the growing concerns and the push for change. Christina?
Well, Heather and Anthony, Ashley Linder says if no one speaks up, the problem will only get worse, which is why she's calling attention to what she describes as a long-standing food desert. She's pushing city leaders to take action.
Every time I drive by, I know it's a store closing here, something is closing there, and I'm like, wow.
Ashley Linder was born and raised on Jacksonville's Northside. She says she watched businesses disappear from her neighborhood over the years. Most recently, the Popeyes on Kings Road near Edward Waters University permanently shut down on January 19th. Linder says that leaves residents living in a food desert with few food options nearby. Just a Dollar General and a Checkers restaurant within walking distance.
I don't think it's right that you have a community, you have an HBCU there, Edward Waters College, you have a community where there's a lot of elderly people here.
According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, this Northwest Jacksonville community is considered low income and a food desert.
You have to go to the grocery store, but if it's not one nearby, you have to hop on a bus and you have to carry your groceries with you. Or if you have money, you can get an Uber or whatever, but you still have to pay to get back. So, and I mean, that's not everyone's situation where they can just necessarily spend like that.
After learning about the Popeyes closure, Linder took her concerns to social media. Her Facebook post from January 24th sparked dozens of comments from people who say they've noticed the same struggles.
If we don't say anything, it can only get worse.
She's even reached out to city leaders, contacting council members to help set up a community meeting with residents. Linder also reached out to Edward Waters University administration. They responded to her, thanking her for her advocacy and saying they're willing to participate in a future community meeting. For Linder, the message is simple. Access to healthy food shouldn't depend on where you live.
Let's do something. Let's take action. And I feel like if we just sit along the sidelines and complain, nothing will ever get done. Or if we just sit back and just talk about it, nothing will ever change. So when are we actually going to talk about it and, just kind of take action?
And we reached out to Popeyes asking them why they closed this location, and we're still waiting to receive a response. Online records do show that the company filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Linder also tells me that she reached out to Councilman Jimmy Peluso to work on setting up a community meeting for residents. I will be meeting with the councilman on Monday to discuss this matter with him. We'll update you on First Coast News once we learn more.